skilled trades that power our nation. Since coming onto the scene in 2020, they've been unrivaled pros in recruiting, training, and igniting passion for blue collar warriors and the companies that need you. They hook up driven folks like you with red hot opportunities with HVAC, plumbing, electrical, facility management, appliance repairs, solar installation, and more, covering everything from hands on technicians to office dynamos, sales sharks, managers, and top tier leaders. Armed with full throttle recruiting, cutting edge AI sourcing, elite job boards, recruiting franchises, and their groundbreaking blue collar virtual trade school delivering real world training and certifications. They slam dunk placements and are lightning fast, wallet friendly, and zero risk for bosses, while arming candidates with the edge to dominate. Please welcome Jim Nichols. It's all you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy to be here as always. Thank you all for being here. A little bit about myself. I am where you, or I used to be where you're at now. I'm retired military. Spent 21 years in the Navy. I retired as a Master Chief. In my last couple tours, I was in recruiting. So when I retired, I was in charge of Navy recruiting in San Antonio. I was the chief recruiter for San Antonio. And a friend of mine that I had grown up with worked for a company in Waco, Texas, and it was a franchise company. And he said, you've been selling Navy, why don't you come sell franchises? So I did. I started working with them in 98. And so I've been in franchising now I was in the Navy for 21 years, and now I've been in franchising for 28. So I've only had two adult lives, franchising and the Navy, of course. And so the Blue Collar Recruiter, it is a franchise, and we'll touch on that a little bit. But much what they talked about, I want you to keep in mind, don't think of us, when you hear the name the Blue Collar Recruiter, you automatically go to the blue collar trades. You automatically think of plumbers and welders and electricians, and that's all well and good. But so far in the past 2 years, about 60% of our placements have been in management positions, such as service managers, ops managers, project managers, general managers. So we do a lot of placements in the upper class of the blue collar, but also we do a lot of work outside the blue collar trades. That's where we started, but now we do headhunting and sourcing for about 125 different industries, including, my favorite is, we source the welders that build the rockets for SpaceX. They need specialty welders. We're the ones that find them. We do sourcing for a silversmith. We do sourcing for Home Depot. I mean, all kinds of things that you wouldn't relate in the blue collar trades. So again, 125 different industries and counting. So don't let the name fool you about what we can do. Now I'm going to stop my sharing real quick because I need to fix it. I apologize. When I shared, I forgot that I was going to be showing a video. So we'll start again. And I'm going to show a quick video about the Blue Collar Recruiter.
Are you transitioning out of the military? We've got options to help you launch a career, start a business, or grow your future in the skilled trades. It all starts by learning a trade with the Blue Collar Virtual Trade School. It's our fast-track online training program that helps you earn industry certifications in high-demand trades like HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and more. All designed to help you get job ready and prepared for your next career move. Ready to build your own recruiting firm? The Blue Collar Recruiter franchise might be a good fit for you. With our proven system, you can build your own recruiting and training business, supporting the skilled trades industry while creating long-term income and a positive impact in your community. Maybe you want to work for us. We're hiring. Join our growing team of recruiters who are passionate about helping veterans and civilians alike succeed in the trades. Prefer to explore other job openings today? Just post your resume on bluecollarrecruits.com. This is our job board that's built for the trades, and it's your direct connection to top employers who value your skills. No matter your path, we're here to help you make a smooth and strategic transition into the civilian workforce. The trades need leaders like you. Let's build something great together.
So I'm going to put this up there. I know that Ernest just put it up on the screen with our LinkedIn and all of our information, but I wanted to show this real quick. And then I'll put this back up at the end as well. So, well, I'd like to get started. Let's talk about you guys and what you're looking to do. I know, as I say, I was where you were at many years ago, but and I know there's a lot of trepidation and kind of wondering what you're going to do. Some of you may already have a skill or a job waiting for you. You may have everything lined up, but we always like to ask the question, which one are you? And I encourage you to put it in the chat, which of these you would fall into. So first of all, maybe you're looking for your next career. Maybe you're going to get out of the military and you want to go to work for somebody else, maybe as a project manager or supervisor. Maybe you want to get into the technical trades, get into sales, anything like that. Then put a number one in the box, and I'm going to go through how we can help with each of these in a minute. Perhaps you're looking for a side hustle. Maybe you want to buy or flip houses or manage properties. Then put a number two in the chat. And some of you may be looking for business ownership. You're tired of working for the man. You want to start working for yourself. We can help you with that as well. And we'll talk about each of these. And number four, if you're not sure, we would still love to talk to you. We may be able to point you in the right direction. We may be able to connect you with someone in our realm that can help you with whatever it is you're looking to do. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Go ahead and put your answer into the chat, and then we'll address each one of these. So the first one, if you're looking for a job, we have a program called Boots to Blue Collar. And we like to say it's a new mission, a new career. You are very, very wanted, if you will. You have skills and a background that not many people have. So you're going to stand out in the job market because of your military service. And we can help you with that. What we would ask you to do, it says to go on the website. It's easier just to message Michelle or I, or connect with us on LinkedIn. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through a questionnaire with you. We want to know where you want to be, what you want to do, when you want to do it, all that kind of stuff. I know some of you have SkillBridge, and we can help with that. We can help getting you placed somewhere as long as it's in the realm of what we do. We had one person call, they wanted to be a flight attendant. We can't help with that. A lot of you I know are interested in cybersecurity. We can help to a point. We've worked with a couple companies in the cybersecurity space, but some of them, if they do a lot of government contracting, they will not work with a third-party provider. But I can still put you in touch of who to get in contact with. So we would still be able to help you. But one other thing that we ask that you do is go to our website and post your resume. It's absolutely free. And I always used to talk about this friend of mine that he always said, I don't care what people are saying as long as they're talking about me, right? And that's what we're talking about here. You want your resume to be in front of as many people as possible because you have no idea who is going to see it. We have about 150 companies a week that check our job boards, and you never know. They may come across your resume and you may be the perfect fit for a job that may not even be posted. So it never hurts. And the website is BC Recruits, Blue Collar Recruits. So bcrecruits.com, Bravo Charlie Recruits.com. And there's a place right at the top. It says post resume. Post your resume. Again, you never know how many people are going to see it and who it's going to fall in contact with. For those of you that put a number two, maybe you want to flip houses, or maybe you want to learn a trade. And the reason we put flipping houses or manage properties, one of the largest expenses if you're flipping houses or managing properties is the repairs. And with this, you can go and you can learn how to repair things. You can learn how to replace the seal on a toilet, or maybe fix the drain under a sink or something like that. So this is a program. It is actually what it says. It is a trade school, just as if you went to a brick and mortar trade school. The only difference is this is done on your time, at your pace, at your leisure, and it's all online. Normally, the cost is $2,000 a year, but for Seven Eagle, we've cut that to $663 a year. And keep in mind, for that year, you can finish as many of these programs as you like. Each one takes about 150 hours. We had someone from Seven Eagle finish the plumbing course in about 3 months. We had another one finish the electrical course in 3 months. So you're able to get these done in a very short period of time. And then let's say you did the plumbing or the electrical and you finish it. Well, then you can do the solar or maybe the HVAC. When you graduate from our virtual trade school, you graduate as if you had went to a brick and mortar trade school. You receive the letter of certification. It's certified in all 50 states, and it qualifies you as an apprentice in whatever category you were in. So you can go and apply for jobs as an electrician apprentice instead of just somebody off the street applying. So it gives you a leg up. And then once you graduate from this, we can help find businesses that may be interested in working with you. I know we're working with a couple of people right now that are in this class, and hopefully we can find them a position as an apprentice while they're going through the virtual trade school. Maybe you're looking for business opportunities. We can help you with that. Again, I've been in franchising for many years, and we have a sister company called the Franchise Recruiter. And what we do is we work with franchises that are looking for people to buy franchises. One of the things about franchising, the IFA, the International Franchise Association, back in 1991, right after the first Gulf War, they started a program called VetFran, which is Veterans in Franchising. And it was formed to encourage veterans getting out of the military to get into franchising. Franchisors, the companies that own franchises, love veterans because they know that for as long as you've been in the military, maybe it was 3 years, maybe it was 5 years, maybe you've been in 30 years, you've been following a system and you're good at following a system. Well, that's what franchising is. Franchising, we like to say it's business in a box. It is a business system that if you follow that system, you have a very high success rate. About 90% of franchises are still in business and profitable after 10 years, as opposed to non-franchise companies where only 1 in 10 are still in business after 10 years. So it's a very high success rate. And there are so many different franchises out there to choose from. There's about 6,000 franchises in the United States. A couple of my favorites, those of you that heard me speak before, I always bring that up because I think it's just kind of funny. You can find a franchise for anything you want to do. In fact, there's a franchise called Duty Calls, DOODY Calls. And what they do is you call them, they will come to your house and pick up your dog poop for you. So you don't have to pick up dog poop. So I'm telling you, you can find a franchise for just about anything. Also, there are franchises for veterans that offer severe discounts on the initial franchise fee. There are also franchises that have a very low overhead. They're what we call a home business, home-based business. So you don't have a big upfront cost at the front, but they can be very lucrative as you grow that business. So I'd love to talk to anybody about business ownership that's interested. Also, we are a franchise. The franchise, the Blue Collar Recruiter, we are a franchise. And we would love to talk to you if you're interested in recruiting. If you're a people person, if you like talking to people, if you like helping people, it's a great franchise to get into. It's a true work from home franchise. You don't need a building. You don't need a vehicle. All you need is a computer, the internet, and your phone. You could do this from the beach if you have an internet connection. So it's a great lifestyle franchise, and you can grow this. We have a franchise, one of our first franchises. He's never hired a single employee. He makes a great living by himself, and he doesn't want to deal with employees. We don't care. That's fine. We also have a franchise. He's been a franchise a little over a year, and he just hired his 13th person. He's blowing this up. He wants to get as large as he can. So it can be scaled any way you want it to be scaled. Also, there are franchises out there, just to keep in mind, that you can run part-time. So if you want to start something and work on it part-time while you still have a business, and then once this grows enough, you can switch over and take it over full-time. So all kinds of opportunities, and we'd love to talk to you about it. Finally, if you said you didn't know, you were unsure, that's okay. We'd still love to talk. Again, we have a lot of connections in a lot of places, and may be able to point you into a direction that you hadn't thought of. So even again, if you're not interested in one of the 3-4 things that we talked about, let's talk anyway. We may be able to help you out. And I'll leave that up there for a second as I open it up to questions. So any questions? I'm trying to get you out of here. I know I'm your last guy today, so.
Hey, Jason's
Carlos, go ahead.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
I
How are
want to
you?
thank you for coming with us, and I'll be looking for some talk that can come around and help me out here. So I've been going around, and I'm actually here in San Antonio, sir, and looking for a welding position. And a little of the things I've been noticing is like I've been going to these places, taking the welding test, passing it, and then being successful in the interview. And whenever it comes down to the skill reach part, and when I gotta invite them into learning from the program, I kind of lose them right there, sir. Do you happen to know
We'd love to do
anybody?
that.
Yes, sir.
We'd love to do that. We'd love to help you with that, especially. How long are you have SkillBridge for?
I got about 2 months right now left,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, we could reach out to some companies for you. We'd be happy to do that. I can't guarantee we'll find anything, but we're more than happy to try. So first of all, what I need you to do is contact either Michelle or I, and then post your job on our website, or post your resume on our website, and then give us a call, and we'll see what we can find. We may have customers right now that we're working with that need welders, so it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Will do, sir. Thank you.
All right, Michael, how you doing?
Just fine, Jim, and thank you very much for coming back and talking to everybody.
You bet.
I just honestly wanted to lend credibility to your statement because Jim literally just got done stating, contact me or this, that, and the other. And, most CEOs, you hear that and it's like, okay, cool, I'm going to hand it off to an underling. No, I had a call with Jim 2 days ago and set me up for my course, set me up for what I need to do, made sure that I went to the right place on the website so that I continuing education so I get the right price for 7 Eagle and things of that nature.
Very
the
good.
man that owns the organization took care of the veteran in the course with you, not some other individual. So when he says call me, he absolutely means it.
Thank you, Michael. So you got registered?
Spoke with my wife over the last 2 days to make sure that we had all the chickens in a row for the pricing. But yes, I will be registering this week for the solar installation course.
Very good. Congratulations. Anyone else? Come on, you're making this easy.
Hey, Jim, I usually ask this one every time, but what is the most lucrative of the trades right now?
It's funny because that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. I meant to talk about this. So I'm a big fan of Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs, if you guys remember from TV. He's a big proponent of the blue collar trades, and he does podcasts and that. He testifies before Congress all the time about trying to get the trades back in high schools, but shop classes, things of that sort. And one of the things that that he was talking about he was on Fox Business about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and he was talking about these data centers that they're building everywhere. Well, the problem with these data centers, they need two things. First of all, they need electricians desperately to help build them. And number two, they need HVAC techs because these things, they're massive drains of they put on a lot of heat. And for those of you that have worked in, computer rooms and that in the military, that you have to keep it about 68 degrees to keep the equipment cool. Well, HVAC techs and electricians are in mad demand right now. In fact, he interviewed 2 electricians in Dallas, right outside of Dallas, where they're building a data center. These electricians one was 26 and one was 25, and they were being paid, and I'm not making this up, $265,000 a year as a 25-year-old electrician. So you ask what I think the most sought after right now, it's electricians and HVAC because of the data centers they're building. That's a great question. Thanks, Ernest.
Yeah, I mean, $250,000 a year. Yeah, I'll pull
You
some
know,
wire.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll get dirty for that.
Yeah. No, you can afford a portable shower with that. Go out there, clean up at
kidding.
lunch.
Right.
What's the
Anything
one that's
else?
the most saturated in your opinion?
None of them, to be honest,
Okay.
none of them. In the blue collar right now in the blue collar world, and I'm being very broad with that statement, but the blue collar world, right now, every day, 3 people retire from the blue collar world and only 1 comes in. So there's a mass shortage in all of the trades. So there is no right or wrong. And the thing is, if you're a plumber, I guarantee you AI is not going to take your job in the next 10 years. Because when somebody has their toilet is backing up into their tub, they're not going to call and hope that a chat GPT can help them, right? They want somebody out there to fix it. So they're a lot, most of them are AI proof for the time being. Keone? Is it Keone? Is that right?
Keone? Yep.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hey, thank you for being here again and
You bet.
always providing this opportunity for all of us veterans. I had a question because I think one of my classmates that I came in with did one of the programs. Is there do y'all have like any connections with companies to do like OJT programs after they complete the virtual courses?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do that. Yeah. And I talked about that. What we can look for is if you're signed up for one of these, we can look for companies where you can be an apprentice while you're going through the virtual trade school. We've had a couple people hired at companies work while they were still doing this. So what they would do is the company would let them do the class, the virtual trade school during the morning for a couple hours, and then they'd jump in a truck and go out and get hands-on experience. So yeah, there's companies out there that we can work with on that.
And then this is a follow-up and might be pretty tough to do, just depending on how far y'all are connected. So we got members that are getting out of the military from overseas. Do y'all have any connections overseas for like?
We do not.
Okay.
We do not, but we have people overseas taking the virtual trade school classes because you can take them anywhere.
Okay. Thank you.
But then, and keep in mind, when you get home, then, I mean, if they're returning to the States, then we can help when they get back to find something for them.
Yeah, I imagine the German electrical code might be a little different than the American electrical code.
Yeah. In the United States, it's not even the same state to state sometimes. So.
No.
Yeah.
And voltage and hertz and all the other fun stuff that comes with it.
Right.
Anybody else got any? Fire them out there now. This is the time.
And please, we encourage you to connect with us on LinkedIn and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and hey, drop your resume in BC Recruits. The thing with that too is
absolutely
it gives you another avenue, and you never know when one of these companies who might be saying, "Oh, we're an HVAC company," all of a sudden says, "Well, we need a project manager," and then they find you. Doesn't cost anything.
Hey,
Right.
Jim, do you mind if I add something real quick for people that are, maybe on the fence about whether or not this being a path they want to consider? So one of the things I learned for those of you that, everybody, there's so many people that want to be project managers when they get out of the military.
Yeah.
And one of the things I learned, especially in like the construction industry, for instance, they want you to know the construction industry to some extent, right? And so, or that's any really industry you try to get into project management. They want you to have some sort of experience or familiarity with whatever that industry is. And so if you guys are interested in becoming like a project manager, superintendent, any kind of leadership role within the construction industry, if that's something that is enticing to you, having these trades experiences under your belt where you can actually have conversations with the teams and stuff that you're going to be like working with that are doing the work, it's going to go a long way. It's going to make you more marketable for these roles, because trying to just show up and say, yeah, I'm PMP certified, I can be a project manager for you. I find that like it's a little bit difficult to get into those spaces when you have no construction experience or background. And so if you're looking towards those like superintendent roles, those project management roles, whatever it is, general contractor, if people want to do those types of things, this kind of stuff is beneficial to you. It's kind of giving you a good foundation to have those conversations for those positions and opportunities. So I would say, look, if the end all be all for you is not being an electrician or plumber or whatever it is, HVAC technician, having these skills and having that foundational knowledge is still beneficial. And one of the things I love that Blue Collar Recruiter does is, just like Jim was saying, is you can go out and you can really kind of like get a nice surface level surface level information across all kinds of industries within the trades, right? And so you can get smart on HVAC and electrical and plumbing and all these different things, at
You
one
can at
time.
least talk the talk.
Exactly. And I'm going to tell you, as
Yeah.
somebody that did blue collar work, it matters. Like it matters, because when you go out and you're talking to crews of people that are doing the work, you don't want to try to have conversations with them and not even know what you're talking about, because they're not going to respect you at all. I'm just being real with you.
Very good. I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's like being a new guy in the flight line. You got to earn it.
There you go.
Hey, Larry, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say hi, Jim. I just actually talked to
Hey,
him
Larry.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to an email from you to follow up still. I think one of the things, kind of seeing your presentation again today, thinking about, for me, looking for something, I think with a little bit less hours part-time, which I know is not typical for most of these blue collar jobs. And which is why I was leaning towards maybe just using the skills for like flipping houses and stuff like that. But I thought, if
absolutely.
you got any other ideas for them? There's a lot of guys in here that are retiring. It's maybe more of a
Hey,
part-time.
Jim, do you mind if I
Houses.
start this question,
Go
answer
ahead.
this question?
Yeah.
So like handymen are needed everywhere, right? And so you could go get the electrical background, the HVAC background, all these different backgrounds, and you can do business for yourself. And then you can build your own schedule as a handyman and just like, hey, I know how to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you go out there, they're needed everywhere. And so
And there are a ton
yeah.
of really good franchises,
Yep.
handyman franchises that are very inexpensive to get into. So that's a great point, Chris. Thanks.
That's one of the things Jim and I had talked about on the phone as a handyman business. So
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to be a
But Larry,
genius
you didn't get
to
my
change your
email?
Oh, let me check again. Hang
Check
on.
spam. If not, I'll resend it.
Hey, Brandon's ready.
Yeah, hey Jim. Hey, good afternoon.
How are you?
How are you? I'm well, sir. Yeah, I guess my question would be for franchises, um, what would you say would be like the least now this is coming from my lazy bone, okay? So don't
Yeah.
nobody judge me.
All right.
So what would be the least amount of show up time or like in the office or get it done? I mean, what would be the least amount of uh involvement as a franchise owner? Like what type of franchise
Well,
would be the amount of
yeah, it
involvement?
really depends on the franchise, because there are franchises out there that let you be an absentee owner that you never have to be there. You
Mhm.
hire somebody to run it for you.
Can you elaborate on some of those companies if you have like if
My
you
gosh,
know any of those companies off the
buddy,
top?
yeah, you give me a call, we can go through some. But I mean, because there's over 4,000, actually 6,000 franchises, different types of franchises.
Would I be able to,
And
would everyone on this call be able to access that, or is that just a database that like certain licenses?
you can if you go to thefranchiserecruiter.com, thefranchiserecruiter.com, that's our website for our franchise side. There's a list there of a bunch of franchises that we work with. That'll give you a good start.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Going
Anyone
once.
else?
Going twice.
I look forward to hearing from all of you. Have a great day.
Awesome.
Hey Jim,
Hey,
I
thanks, Jim.
just sent you an email. Sorry to jump in last minute there. Thanks though.
Home run. Hey,
All right.
Jim Nichols from Blue Collar Recruiter. Thank you very much for coming out and sharing your jobs with us. Some good stuff in there. You just got to take advantage of it, y'all.
Very good. We'll see you guys.
Take care,
Thanks,
Jim.
Jim.
Good to see
It's
you,
good
man.
to see you again, brother.